Going hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Going Hard podcast once again.
Hello.
Welcome, one and all. My name is Josh. I'm one of the hosts here.
Yep. I'm the other one.
Was that
My
the
name's,
was that the earliest burp?
Yeah.
That was
I mean, there might have been one like in the intro that maybe the audience couldn't hear
yeah.
at one of the last 100 episodes.
Like I don't think we've ever done one before we introduced ourselves.
It'd be somewhat easy to figure out. I think like if we wanted to figure it out, all you'd have to do is listen to the first you'd have to listen to the intro.
Yeah.
Of every
and then,
episode,
and then the first 15 seconds of each episode.
That was literally like 5 seconds in.
It was pretty good, wasn't it?
So you would listen to 105 intros,
yeah,
and then 5 plus 5 seconds.
That actually wouldn't take that much work.
No, it'd be like an hour, I think.
Okay, I'll send an email over to Pete. We'll have him. That'll be his assignment for the week.
All right, sounds good.
Introduce yourself. Sorry, I cut you off.
No. I would assume people know that.
I hope
my name is Alan.
I hope they know who you are.
And I'm also.
Here's
a
the deal:
co-host
when there's new folks, that I want them to feel like, hey.
Yeah, I mean, there's constantly people shuffling in the door, listening to that podcast.
We get so many new ears,
and then shuffling out the door immediately after the intro. So
yeah, actually, based on the metrics I've seen,
yeah,
I think the average watch is about 45 seconds.
Yeah. Seems about
which
right.
is the exact time of our intro.
Yeah, that's enough for them. They're just like, yeah, this
we
intro.
We get it.
It's enough to let me know what's going on, and then they just see if they watch this, they just see our fucking stupid faces, and
no one likes it.
No.
And then they're like, "Oh, that bar looks like shit."
Yeah, fuck. It's just falling apart. There's just fucking screws popping out of it and shit.
Yeah. Do you feel like that bar is a big metaphor for your life?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Just a fucking rickety old fucking bunch of pieces of wood just fucking stuck together with minimal effort.
Yes. Hastily fastened.
Bound to fall apart in the near future. It's
slowly falling apart currently.
Yeah, exactly. It's people... It's a very, very good analogy you just brought up there, Josh.
Well, I'm a fairly astute fella. You know? I always have been.
And it's full of booze too. So I mean,
yeah, that's really what it's about.
Yeah,
it's unclean.
You really couldn't have
unclean
found
and it's full of booze.
Couldn't have found a better analogy.
Your
there.
cat walks all over it.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone treats it like shit.
Yeah. Wow.
No one respects it.
Nope. You could go on if you want, but I mean, we could also talk about something else, maybe.
I was just looking into this fucking. I was looking into the camera thing, you know.
Yeah.
I see my reflection.
Yep.
Granted, it's like mirror image or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think I'm getting old. Like I think I can tell. Like I have like certain lines that are now kind of developing in my face.
Like crows.
It's
What are the crow's feet?
Crow's feet are up by the eyes.
What's
it's like
down?
I don't know what that is. It's like a scowl.
I mean, like just like that line there. I think everybody has that line, don't they?
All these lines.
I mean, I think.
Maybe I've just never noticed. I'm also just like really hungover, and so like sometimes all I get is these weird thoughts, you know?
Yeah.
They just don't go away.
I've noticed that about myself too. Like when I look in the mirror, I just after I get over like the disgust.
General.
Yeah, and I build up the courage to take a closer look at what's actually going on there.
Yeah.
I noticed there are some wrinkles starting. So.
Yeah, it is starting to happen, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like for me, like I feel like
you look like you look like shit, dude.
I have like do you have like the deep lines on your forehead too?
My skin is
that's like a stress thing.
Tight. It's like tight to my
Would you ever get Botox?
I did actually.
Did you?
That's why it looks so good.
Oh no. Fuck, I'm falling behind.
Yeah, I tried to get my dick was all wrinkly, so I tried to get Botox in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would happen?
I'm not sure.
Could you like?
The doctor said he'd never done it before, but we're gonna find out.
Because like it like tightens the skin up. So like if you
don't you want to have a tight dick, dude?
If you get like a boner, then Like, would you be able to get fully erect, or would it effectively like take off a few inches from the skin, not allowing it to
Yeah,
grow
you would
further?
think, man. Yeah,
Something like that.
I don't think.
I'm just speculating here.
Yeah,
I don't
no, I
actually know.
I think you're onto something here.
Yeah.
I think you get it.
I'm no doctor, but I think that's how that probably works.
I mean,
so.
it probably isn't the way that most doctors speak, but
No.
we are talking about science and health.
Yeah.
This is actually a science and health podcast now.
Speaking about science and health,
Yes.
I went to the Science Museum today.
Oh, the one in downtown St. Paul?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. Me and
You and the wife?
me and the wife, we find because she can't drink right now and stuff, and
Right.
we got a baby on the way and shit. So
Yeah.
it's like you kind of just have to find
Do boring shit.
find different activities.
Yeah.
It was fun. I'm okay with
So what's I don't even really understand what is science was, like just like beakers and shit everywhere.
Yeah, so there's like a bunch of beakers, and they hand you like a white lab coat when you walk in.
Oh,
and
really?
Shit. Yeah, and
They
they're
give you
just like-
glasses. Like, here you go, Poindexter.
They're just like, just don't combine bleach and vinegar. That's all we requested.
Oh, sure.
Because of mustard gas or whatever.
Is that what mustard gas is? It's just bleach and vinegar?
I think so.
Did you learn that today at the Science Museum?
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I brought it up.
Thank God, dude. I'm gonna look like a real retard in this podcast.
Yeah.
I don't have any cool science facts.
Yeah, man. Well,
You have all of them now.
It's really funny. When we left, I figured out that there was actually they had like exhibits and stuff, but me and Carly were actually just like in a janitor's closet the whole time and didn't realize. We thought that was what we did there
Oh, I see.
because they have cleaning supplies and
So
stuff.
you're just mixing together like,
Yeah.
ammonia and other,
Yeah.
other fun.
Yeah, we just like putting on. We had some random strangers like fucking white lab coat and shit. So
Yeah.
it was fun.
That's cool.
No, for real though. It's weird though. Like what I realized is like when we were walking around, I looked at all the other like patrons there,
Yes.
and we were like the only two there that didn't have kids with us. So like first off, I mean it's a little sad,
Right.
It's like we're but she's pregnant, so that like kind of
There was
compensates
you
for a little
You guys
bit.
haven't had a kid there.
But it's
According to the billboards I saw on the way back home today, that thing is a fully formed adult already.
yeah, pretty much is.
Yeah.
I guess his brain is done growing. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Not done
exactly.
growing, but like
Right.
it's a fully
Well,
functioning brain.
You
at
better
this
hope
point.
it's not done growing.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. But no, like what I was thinking of though, and there's like because we like if you're like the only people in there without like kids, and you're like looking around, like you inevitably like seem like you're there to like abduct children. I feel like
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I was just kind of wrestling
But
with that the whole time as I was
but
walking
it's not like
around.
it's not like
so-
a children's museum, is it?
No, but there's a lot of things to like engage with kids there. Like there's
Right.
a lot of you sit down in these little chairs and you play around with fucking like sciencey things,
Sure.
So like they have like fucking like steam tornadoes and stuff that the kids can walk through and shit, and like magnets.
Yeah.
And, like all sorts of crazy shit. There's this thing where but yeah. No, so like what I was saying is just like,
It was a good time.
I didn't take any kids.
Well, no, that's good.
I had a good time there.
Yeah.
But like it's one of those things where like you're constantly like aware of the fact that you maybe look like you're trying to steal kids.
You think so?
So yeah.
Just because there were so many there and you didn't have one when you came in.
Well, I mean, if you're walking around there with your kid, I
Right.
mean, who are you going to be looking at as far as like people that are going to take your kid?
right.
They're not going to look at other groups that have kids already.
Right.
They don't want more kids. They're going to look at the people that already have kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Or that don't have kids, I mean.
Yeah, you and Carl look like one of those like crazy couples that's like she can't have a baby, so like you guys are there
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like scope it out.
Yeah,
and
100%.
snatch one.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
It was really funny. Like there was this moment where like I don't know what the fuck this room was. It was like you ever seen like at like museums and shit, they have like the projectors that shine on all four walls, so it's like a kind of like a interactive like moving wall situation. You know what I'm talking about? Like
I actually don't, but I get. What
imagine
I
a
kinda
room.
get what you're saying.
Imagine a room with four walls and a projector pointing at all four walls. So like instead of like there being like just like wallpaper or paint or whatever, there's a projector.
Yes. They're projecting the wall.
So there was one of those kind of things.
virtual wallpaper.
Holy shit.
All right.
There was one of those things, but it was like a circle kind of, and it was
Yeah.
like a little tiny thing, and there was only room for like maybe like 5 people in there. But me and Carly walked in there, and there was like just like 2 like 5 to like 7-year-olds just sitting in the middle there.
Yeah, that's weird.
And we walked in, we like we saw what was happening, and then we just immediately turned around and walked away.
Yeah.
And we both like thought the exact same thing. Yeah.
Well, it's good that you have this awareness.
Yeah, I don't know if it is good. like I feel like most people don't think about shit like this, but I
I'm
mean,
not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. In today's society, probably more than usual. But
sure. That's the thing. I wonder. Like, I mean, I feel like this generation above, like more than anything, like. I feel like we're all just like fucking paranoid that people are thinking that you're
we're
gonna
very
either
privy.
that you're either gonna well, if you're a male especially, so like if you're a
Yeah.
male walking around, you're either like people either assume you're gonna rape them,
yes,
or like
yes,
steal their children,
and rightfully so.
rightfully so.
Because men are evil.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, men are the worst.
Yeah,
I mean they're
they're
funny.
gonna like colonize their fucking house or something.
Right,
I don't know.
right.
It's all sorts of shit.
I used to tell a joke on stage. It wasn't much of a joke. All it was, I just go, God, men are the worst. But at least they're funny.
What the fuck? That's a good one.
No one liked that. Did I ever tell you about the time a lady, I was working at the Red Raven, or not working at the Red Raven, but I was doing a open mic in Fargo, and one of the workers told me to fuck off while she was making coffee.
One of the workers did?
Yeah.
Like while you were...
Yeah, like while I was on stage.
What the fuck?
I made a trans joke.
Oh, okay. So like she was a worker there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So she wasn't like... Okay, so I can understand that a little bit. Because like... well, I'm gonna say that I don't in general, but I like understand where she's coming from.
Yeah.
Because like if you're going to a comedy show, like you're willingly being there.
Yes.
But like if you're just like an employee at a place that does comedy, like
Yeah.
you're kind of just stuck there listening to like some of these people.
Yeah, listen to these great jokes.
Yeah.
Wow, what a punishment.
No, like I said, I'm on your side, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like I like.
Well, you don't think 22-year-old Josh had the nuance to pull off a trans joke on stage?
So this is a while ago.
I think I was too green to make trans jokes.
Yeah.
I was probably actually like 26.
That's the thing. You like you got to start somewhere with trans.
Yeah.
With trans jokes, you have to fall on your face a few times. I feel
Yeah,
like.
you have to. Like all the best jokes bomb right away.
Yeah.
It's kind of true actually.
I mean, if you want to make trans jokes though, you kind of just have to
and I do
fumble your way through.
I do, man, because I want to be just like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just like only talk about trans people on stage now.
He kind of does that nowadays, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
it sucks.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
But so it wasn't only I made the trans joke. It was just that I also started my set with like a minute and a half about how like women are stupid or something.
Yeah.
And then I did like whatever my other bullshit, which was probably also just not funny and not good. and at the end I was like, guys, I think I got off on the wrong foot here with that whole women are retarded thing I did up top. I'm like, but I just like to let you know that I actually am trans, so I can talk about that.
And then immediately followed
said,
that
fuck
was
off.
fuck off.
And I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll get off stage then.
Did you ever go back to this place? And
Oh,
do
yeah,
comedy?
yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
I was there next week.
Did you ever see this person again?
No, she knew me already, though, from other stuff.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Like there's no like, especially in a town like Fargo, if you're like a downtown kind of person,
Yeah.
a person who's likely to be downtown.
You just kind of know everybody.
Yeah, she also worked at the same radio station. She actually hired me at the college radio station my second stint there.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, so Chase and I had a radio show there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you said something different. Radio station.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that was the college radio station.
Yeah. Yep.
So all these hipsters, like the guy with the mustache who was wearing like a dusty old suit who wanted to talk to me about fucking folk music endlessly. I was like, oh, I love folk music. And then Chase and I just lied and said we're gonna like play like indie folk, and we just never did. We never did anything.
Yeah. I feel like I have like small little recollections of your guys' show.
Yes.
Well, that and like the traveling countrymen.
Yeah.
Is it like the same deal basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only we when Alex and I had our show, The Traveling Countryman.
Yeah.
We abided by the rules much
Oh.
better than like Cassidy and me. Literally, were just doing a sports
Oh
show.
yeah, that's right. Fuck.
I was just doing a sports talk radio show that was completely unsanctioned. No one told me I could do it. I would just go in there and do it. I got in there on the false
Sports ball.
Yeah, I got in there on the false pretense that I was gonna be just doing a radio show. They'd be
Yeah.
like- and then with Cassidy, I would just sit there and talk about sports for an hour, and then we'd leave.
That's what it's called, right? Sports ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
I remember because you guys had it online. I listened to it a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun times.
Mm-hmm.
Always being super hungover.
Yeah. Just doing radio shit because it was real early in the morning.
It was really
Something,
early.
wasn't
So
it?
Cassidy it was like impossible to ever like do it really.
It's just whenever he could
Yeah.
whenever he was like still up from like the night prior
Yeah,
or something
I would
like that.
I'd go pick him up at his fucking shitty apartment. He'd be like, "Oh, I need coffee." I'm like, "Dude, we're already like 10
Just,
minutes late."
Wade through
He's
the
like,
pizza
"I
boxes
need coffee." I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, get your fucking life together, you sack of shit."
Fuck.
And then like oftentimes too, because you know how horrible his diet was.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, like in the middle of the show, he would just like have an emergency like sprint out and just be like just shitting for the rest of the show, and I have to do the rest by myself because he's just taking just what must be the most horrendous dump that anyone's ever conceived of.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
With that man's diet, I can only imagine.
Yes. So anyway, that's how I knew this lady, because she hired me at the radio station.
All right.
And when
So
and
she
when,
was already privy to your shenanigans at this
yeah,
point.
but I think she liked me then,
Oh.
because I was like charming when I was like trying to do that, you know.
Yeah.
But when I'm on stage being like, "Yeah, I'm trans," that's not as charming, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she didn't like that as much.
Yeah.
But it was actually pretty funny when Chase and I went in to meet her and the other hipster dude who were gonna give us our opportunity, our big opportunity.
Yeah, your big break. Yeah.
We were on the verge of our big break.
Yeah, yeah.
The producer, who is not here, R.I.P. He actually came in with Chase and I, and we said that he was our agent.
Yeah.
And like we were like serious about it. Like well, you're gonna have to like talk to him about numbers or whatever. It's like, well, this is a free volunteer. I'm like, well, that's fine, but just make sure to let him know so he can let us know. You know, like they're like,
yeah, fuck it.
they're like we've never had anyone have an agent before. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's it's just regular business. You know how it goes.
And then the PD did nothing. He just stood there and hung out. We just said he was our agent. We like made like a couple little quips about it, and then like there was nothing else at the end. He's like, "All right, it was a pleasure doing business," and just shook their hands and walked out.
It's so fucking funny.
They're like, if I was them, I'd been like, okay, these guys are clearly going to be up to so many fucking shenanigans. These guys can't be trusted to play fucking the head and the heart twice an hour. These guys aren't going to play Fleet Foxes. I guarantee it.
Yeah. This will be an exciting show, you know?
I guarantee there won't be one Mumford and Sons song played on that fucking program.
Do you think you have any of that saved anywhere?
Chasing Mines?
Yeah.
No, I have a bunch of the...
Traveling Countryman?
No, I don't have any Traveling Countryman either, but sports balls, because I was also producing at KFGO and at 740 The Fan.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
When the fuck did that happen?
Like I would produce the...
I feel like I missed like a year of your life.
you might have... It might have been like right when you guys left, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
So I would occasionally produce the local sports talk show from noon to 1.
Yeah.
Then I'd just do a bunch of production stuff. So I would learn how to like cut stuff and learn how to like use that program. And then I noticed that the radio station that we were working at, the college one, also had all the same software and shit. So I was just excited, like, oh, cool, I now know how to do this.
Fun stuff, and that's why that's why we got the soundboard, and it's
yeah.
All these things that, in life. Sometimes you start at one point, and then you learn things, and then all of a sudden, like you have some other things happen in your life that lead to certain things.
Yes.
And that's what happened. That's what happened for this show.
And that's what happens in life. It is weird. I've had a lot of different trajectories my life has gone for sure.
Yeah, same.
And all of it's been like really like non-productive and like not useful. Like a lot of skills that don't transfer to any measure of success.
Dude, I think about that shit all the time. There was a point in my life where I was on the verge of being a felon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Isn't that something?
My dad would literally send me your mugshot like every 6 months of you doing some other crazy shit. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah. And, life pivots and changes and does all sorts of crazy stuff.
It sure does.
It
It whirls around,
Fuck.
It's so retarded.
Yeah. God damn it.
But yeah, like I was gonna like there was a second there where I was like legitimately like mulling over, like there was like these like program director, which sounds like a pretty like fancy term, but all it is like you get paid like shit and you just like make sure everything runs smoothly, and then you'll probably get to like do like a 1 hour show or something, or you produce, and you like so there was like places in like little places in like South Dakota and shit, and I was like looking, it's like am I just gonna dive into this and become like a sports radio director? And like,
would you have liked that, do you think?
I don't know. I'm kind of glad I didn't do it, because working in radio kind of seems miserable.
It doesn't seem like you really make any money or like do really anything. Like you don't. I feel like once you like get into radio and like get in a higher position in radio, that you just kind of that's just all you do. That's just where you're at for the rest of the time.
Yeah. I will say that I saw like the people who would like like do play by play, even for like high school games, I think they would get like $80 a pop or something.
Yeah.
Which $80 for a high school basketball game, that takes like an hour and a half or 2 hours. Like that's really not bad.
No.
And it's like sometimes they like do like these like tournaments. I thought that's the very lowest level, right? You're just doing high school like introductory play-by-play.
Exactly, yeah.
So like if you're doing like a tournament,
like AM radio shit, right?
So you're doing a tournament. If you do like 6 games or whatever, then in a day you get like $500. It's not a bad day's work.
It's not. No, that's not bad. But like that's only like maybe once a week you get something like that, right?
Right.
So like you're making tops like $2,000 a month.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe you'll get like a
it's
weird
a grind,
gig.
dude. It's a fucking grind. The dude
driving all over the fucking place.
Dude,
like
the dude I worked for he
probably spend like 150 of that in just fucking gas driving everywhere.
Dude, yeah. And this dude was the voice of the FM Redhawks.
Okay.
Also the voice of UND, which I think like they're like basketball and football.
Yeah.
And then he like literally was just grinding like all seasons doing high school sports is all over North Dakota as well.
Yeah.
Like dude, it was like he'd be like I'd come in there sometimes he'd be sleeping under the table. And I wouldn't even know he's in there. I'd be just doing production stuff before, and then all of a sudden he'd just pop up like, Jesus Christ, man. He's like, oh yeah, I drove from fucking Grafton into fucking Washburn. I was like, Jesus, man.
Fuck.
Like that's how hard like he probably makes a good living, but like because he's grinding that you have to grind that hard to fucking make it happen,
Yeah, that sounds fucking awful.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun, dude. And then you're just hanging out watching fucking high school sports
and it's
every
not
day.
That's creepy fuck,
dude. You're back on this whole creepy thing again.
Okay, well, the first place my brain went to is that guy fucks kids. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Do not talk about Jack that
Come
way.
on, man.
He was a good guy.
Listen, you're not getting fucking any tail being a fucking high school sportscaster.
Of course you're not.
Even if everybody
makes
knows,
it worse,
even
right?
if everybody knows who you are, you're not fucking picking up tails.
Doesn't that make it much worse?
So where else is he gonna get it?
Well, I'm sure he just jerks off a lot, man. I didn't ask him.
They always say that you're like most people just meet the level of their lives in their work environment.
Yeah, is that real? Actually,
yeah.
Most people meet at work.
I think a lot of people do. Yeah.
Okay.
And like so, I'm just saying, like with him, his work environment is high schoolers. So, like. It's not even a joke. I don't know where we're laughing.
I mean, there's nothing funny about fucking high schoolers. I mean,
some of them could be 18, I guess.
Yeah, I dabbled with that.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, people always
fucking
get
weirdo. You were like 19 and 20, so it's
whatever,
fine.
30, whatever it was.
Shut the fuck up.
And everyone was like, people did try to make me feel creepy about that, and it's like, oh, okay, guys, I guess I'll just groom her instead. Like, what's worse,
Yeah.
I guess grooming's legal.
That is, fuck, I suppose. Jesus Christ. Like, that sentence should not, like, just don't say that sentence ever again. That's bad. It's really not good.
Hey, guys, at least grooming's legal.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Just drinking bourbon.
Yeah, hey, guys, let me tell you a little bit something about life, all right? There's a lot of bad things you can do in life, but at least grooming is legal.
Is it moral? I don't know, but it's definitely legal.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You're not seeing my fucking mugshot on the WDAY front page there, buddy. That's you, buddy. That's you breaking into the liquor stores and whatnot.
I didn't break into any liquor stores. Come on, man.
You have a clean record. Is your record clean though, or is that stuff still like on there?
There's only yeah, everything's off actually.
Nice.
Yeah, everything's off now. I still can't. I have like 8 more months until I can go to Canada, like without having to write them a letter or something.
Yeah.
But that's basically it.
Sure.
And Airbnb won't accept me for some reason.
Or wait,
that
what?
was another weird thing.
Because of your DUI?
Yeah.
You can't rent an Airbnb if you had a DUI?
Dude, I fucking guess not. Like,
that's kind of funny.
It's really weird, isn't it?
Well, can you use like VRBO? Can you use other shit? Or
VRBO is fine. Airbnb is just like, no, we don't.
They hold you to a high standard.
We don't like your type here.
Yeah, hold you to a high standard.
Yeah. So
it's kind of funny, like given like your lifestyle and shit, that like I'm able to get an Airbnb and you're not.
Dude, no, I know, right? And that was funny because like
that's just not right. Because that's something wrong with that.
I was setting up that trip that me and Carly just went on, right?
Yes.
And like we had found a couple of places. We were just scoping out all the places we wanted to go. We were looking for Airbnbs, and I tried to get the first one that we were gonna get, and it went through. And like the next day, it showed up as like canceled, And so I messaged the person. I'm just like, oh, what's going on? Was that an accident? Like, can we rebook or something? And she was like, oh, I just got like a message from Airbnb, like saying that like something popped up and that they were unable to process your thing. And I'm just like, oh, okay, so this is awkward.
Yeah.
So I reached out to Airbnb and I was like, what's going on? There's like, oh, you got shit on your criminal record. And I was like, it's like literally the last offense I had was like over 10 years ago at this point.
Right.
It's like, how is that possible? And they were just like, well, we just have strict policies here about like, criminal records and stuff. And I'm just like, dude, like me and my pregnant wife are just like gonna go and hang out by with each other, like in like the middle of nowhere. Like we're not gonna like do anything crazy. Like you could just let me give you some money and we could just like move on with our life. And
so they're like, yeah, we know we could do that, but we're not going.
Yeah. Literally that happened. I'm just like, I wrote this whole like email just like fucking just being like, this. You guys are
you were really trying.
Yeah.
Company policy, bro.
Yeah, man. They
Company
fucking
policy.
They weren't having
well,
it.
Well, if you were the producer, get a fucking DUI. You're not on the podcast anymore. I don't know if you read the fine print on our contractual obligations, but I'm not. I'm not working with guys who are fucking dirty drunks. Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, so is me talking about this like, is that? Like, am I off the podcast now?
No, when I ran the check on you, I didn't find anything.
Okay, good, yeah.
I'm
making all of this up.
I got a very cheap background check, apparently.
Yeah, like when did that shit come off?
The only thing that was weird is it said this is the type of guy who hangs out in a science museum. If you catch my drift, wink, wink. And I was like, okay,
yeah, yep.
Yeah, I mean,
and you did catch their drink, their drift.
I caught their drink.
Jesus Christ!
Did you just have a stroke?
I did. Yeah, man.
You know what my new favorite bit is I'm doing with people? I did it to you a little bit earlier, but where I say I say something very obvious, and I say, if you know what I mean. I do that now. So I'd be like, last night I was having sex, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like instead of using a euphemism, just actually say the thing, then be like, if you know what I mean, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, upstairs I took a shit in the toilet, if you catch my drift, you know?
And I do. Yeah.
You know?
All right, I like it.
That's a fun bit, right?
It is a good bit.
Yeah. It's good stuff, man.
You gonna...
Life's all about gags, you know? You gotta entertain yourself.
I live my life one gag at a time.
One gag at a time.
Yeah.
So said my ex-girlfriend, if you catch my drift.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit. That's a good gag.
You ever been with a good girl like that who deep throats gags on a little bit?
Never actually.
Yeah.
I've never hit the tonsils or anything like that. That seems I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would like work good. You know what I mean?
Like what do you mean it won't work good?
Well, it just doesn't seem like it would be enjoyable.
For you?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it'd be kind of awesome.
Or for the girl. For neither of us.
See, I guess
you just said it would be. You've never had it happen.
No, I haven't had a good girl like that.
You've had a good girl like that.
No.
Just like like I feel like we always go back to this.
Back to what?
During our podcast, but like it's like we always just like end up like when we're talking about shit like this, it's like I just end up talking about how I've seen a porn about this.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do it again here
because you have a terrible porn addiction, which also didn't come up on your background check.
It didn't.
Which if I would have known
that would have been more like if that would have showed up on my criminal record, and the Airbnb told me that they can't give me a room, I would just be like, I understand. Thanks for your time.
You have a child porn addiction.
God. No,
I don't. No, I don't, sir.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Anyway, so you're talking about some porn here.
Yeah. So like, I'm just saying, like, anytime you watch porn and like you end up seeing like fucking the like deep throat shit going on.
Well, it gets a little violent sometimes.
It gets violent and it's like I've seen it like hit like the fucking back of the throat and it's like the fucking like bend their dick.
You see like her vertebrae like fucking.
Yeah, like it just seems like it would
up.
fucking hurt. Like, you know what I mean? Like
sure.
There's like this like the mouth is like this fucking like silky smooth like kind of like moist area. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It's like good.
I know what you're saying.
It's like a good place to like have your penis.
Yeah,
for the most part.
it's a fine place.
But like the back of your throat.
There are lots of places you can put your penis, and that's a pretty good one.
But like
fine place.
Like I feel like once you get towards the back of the mouth, that part kind of just goes away, and you end up just like with weird like sharp like fucking esophagus fucking like feels. I don't know. Just like doesn't seem good.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be something to it. But I'm with you. I don't like the porn when like he's got like the ladies like he's like balling up her hair and he's just like jamming it down to the base, and it's like I don't like that. And then like just like slobber. It's like I'm not really into that.
And like I'm somebody who like actually has like empathy. I feel like
for women even.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I mean, I definitely don't understand that.
And I just feel like the second like I just hear gagging or something, I would just be like, this doesn't seem like you're having a good time. And I would just like probably immediately get soft. I think.
But
I
maybe
don't
she
know.
is having a good time.
If she's having a good time, then yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just seems like it'd be a weird.
Your
thing to do.
dick ever get soft when you get in a blowjob? Has that ever happened?
There was one time, yeah, where like this lady like ended up using a lot of teeth and actually broke a blood vessel on my dick.
Now that's very funny.
Yeah, that was a weird time. I didn't like that. Yeah. How about like
no, never got soft in the mouth, but I have gotten soft in a vagina a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like an exponential number. Like I think the older I get, that's just gonna happen kind of more frequently.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. I think that's just a normal like the trajectory that men go down.
Yeah.
Without like if they're not like trying to take Viagra and
Yes.
shit. Yeah.
I think it's also because I like usually when it happens, it's like I've either been like drinking, like, it's late, like it's like 4 a.m. or something,
yeah,
or it's like even the morning after something like that. I just feel like your body just like isn't ready for anything. You know?
Yeah. No, there's a lot of that, and like I feel like just like if you have like fucking shit going on in your life and stuff, like there's a lot of distraction when you get older. I feel like.
Yeah.
You're just like, fuck, I gotta pay the fucking utilities tomorrow.
You're just getting a blowjob and you're thinking about the utilities,
dude. You know.
You're fucking.
Well, like when you like start having sex and stuff, like at a young age.
Yes.
Like you have to think about all sorts of crazy shit to like get your brain to like not fucking like think about having what you're doing, so that way you can like last longer than like half a second.
You know what I've been doing lately? I've been breathing more. I've been breathing and not coming as fast. I don't think I ever breathed during sex before.
What? So you could hold your breath the entire.
I don't think I was. I don't think I still, like. So now it's like I focus on my breathing. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a meditation.
I think it is kind of like a meditation. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah. So try that. Try that.
All right. Well, no, it's not. I don't have an issue with it anymore. Is what
I heard.
saying,
Carly was saying you're fucking blasting left and right, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, she's got a fucking kid inside.
She said you instantly blast.
Yeah. And then I like. Maybe like I'll put it back in a minute or two later and I'll blast again. And then
damn, dude.
By like the third or fourth like instant blast, I can at least last like 45
You're a
seconds
champion,
or
dude.
something.
That's a hell of a refractory period you got there, buddy.
Well, wait a minute or two, blast immediately. Wait a minute or two.
Can you actually get it hard again?
3 seconds.
Can you actually get hard again after a minute?
Sometimes.
Are you serious?
Depends. Yeah.
Oh,
Depends.
dude.
Depends on the situation. Yeah. Like
takes
if I'm like back the fuck up, and like it's been like it's been a hot minute.
Sure.
I can have like it's like it'd be like a back to back scenario.
Sure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's rare though.
That I've unheard of.
Unheard of.
Well, for me.
Oh, okay.
There was this one girl I was banging one time though.
Yeah.
And like it was weird. I was really drunk, and somehow I was able to just like bust and then like just stay hard and just like keep banging.
Like, did you have a condom on? So you just
should
busted
have.
it. You just busted
By the way,
it
with
inside?
that lady, should have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you just busted inside and then just like without even pulling out, just like kept going.
I guess just did that for a while.
Weird. All right.
Yeah. Well, maybe I like pulled out, but like for the initial one,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird.
I mean, it sounds like you were having a good time though.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah, it sounds like an all right time.
It was pretty fun. It was a real drunk one.
Yeah.
One of those ones where like the shit hits you up. She's like, "Did we fuck?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Did you tell her that you busted inside for like a meeting? Probably twice. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I didn't say nothing.
Josh.
This is a long time ago.
Do you have a kid?
No. Those consequences would have already come up by now.
You sure?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like I've never talked to her since, but who knows?
All right. I think you have a kid, dude.
No, I know her. I've seen her since. She doesn't have a kid.
Well, she could have gotten rid of the kid. Not like an abortion, but like adoption or something.
Well, I hope she did.
Yeah.
You
could have a little tyke running.
I don't know about you, but I have empathy for women, and I want them to make the right choices for them.
Did you have you ever thought about that? Like, is there any like times where, I mean, it sounds like there's at least that one, but like other times where you like are just like maybe I have a kid now, and there's the possibility.
Definitely
that I just
been
have
with
a child.
girls who I know aren't on birth control, and I have to pull out, and then like one time, just like kind of drunkenly, just like deeply come.
Jesus Christ!
And then you're like, "Ooh,
dude,
that was a."
You're just like
what a bonehead I am.
Jesus fucking
Christ. What a dunce.
What What a stupid move that was for myself.
That was silly.
Yeah. What a goofy
I just
time.
fully busted inside here. Made zero effort at all.
Fuck.
God, it feels good.
Yeah, it's all right. You and Peter are all about that fucking game, dude.
What, busted inside?
Well, I don't. Not only that, but just like
who isn't about that life?
Well,
isn't it better for everybody?
I
mean, for a lady, maybe not. But it seems like they don't mind it.
I had only without a condom on, ever busted inside of only one person.
Oh,
at this
really?
point. Yeah.
Oh, so you were never with a girl on birth control or anything?
No, I still pull out though.
What?
I don't fucking trust that shit.
Oh, dude.
Fuck that.
She's on that BC. Did you get to fucking bust right in there, buddy?
I don't know.
No regrets, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dangerous game you guys are playing.
You're very cautious. It's hilarious.
I am, dude.
It's hilarious that you were having a kid and I'm not.
Well, I mean, like me and fucking
Carly. I make terrible sexual choices.
Carly wasn't on birth control the entire time that we've been with each other.
Yeah,
and
but you were pulling out the entire time.
Pulled out the entire fucking time,
which is wild,
and did not get her fucking pregnant until we literally stopped pulling out.
Yeah, funny how that works.
Yeah. Well, no, and you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
But that's literally fucking 10 years of fucking.
You should have had her get on that BC, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, not even one fucking scare though. You know?
Yeah. Well, pulling out's very effective.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. That's all I'm saying. You guys are playing some fucking dangerous games over here. I still enjoy having sex without having to fucking bust inside of a fucking lady.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, you're well, okay. Actually, I take that back. You're probably just knowing your luck with this bullshit.
What, you think I'm a lucky guy?
Somehow, I don't know. I don't fucking understand.
What do you mean? How am I luckier than you, dude?
You've almost had
you have a beautiful wife, kids, a family. You're the luckiest man in the world.
God damn it, dude!
You have everything every man wants.
You've almost fucking gotten 7 DUIs that you've told me about.
Yeah,
those are the ones that you've told me about. You know what I mean? And they're the most ridiculous stories of how you've gotten away too. They're just you just told the officer, you're just I'm just heading home, man. I know I almost fucking hit that pedestrian or whatever, but
well, I did.
They're just no, you're all right, man. You keep going. You just drive away, young man.
Well, I did wrap my car around a homeless guy that one time.
Yeah, and they were still just
they were you're lucky he's homeless.
I guess.
Yeah. Luckily, the officer didn't seem to care about.
That's what I mean.
Lives.
So you get away with that shit all the time. You're just blowing loads in ladies and.
I'm not though. I'm not just blowing loads in ladies. Okay.
It kind of sounds like.
I mean, historically, yes, but currently, I'm not doing that. I've learned important lessons. I don't drunk drive no more. I don't fucking.
He just fucking laughs.
I've matured, dude.
Yeah, totally. Dude.
I've totally matured, dude.
Uh-huh.
No, there was a time fairly recently where I just did a full bust inside. And I was like, what am I doing here? But I think the time has passed where that would have been a thing.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, maybe.
It was a couple months.
Do you ever hear about those ladies that fucking have a baby on a toilet? They just don't even realize that they're fucking that it's a thing that exists, and then all of a sudden it just drops out of them.
Yeah, who do you think's more retarded, the person who has the baby or the baby at that point?
Well, I mean, or the person who fucking put their dick up in there,
Not retarded.
Not retarded.
I speaking of empathy, I empathize with every man that doesn't want to pull out.
All right, fair enough.
I fully understand.
Well, no, I'm just talking about putting you're blowing a load into a lady that's stupid enough to allow that to to just wander through life for 9 months with a baby inside them and then just drop it into a fucking toilet.
Look, you can't feel good. Nobody can be feeling good about their choices at that point.
Yeah,
That's a lose-lose.
Yeah, that's
lose.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, because that baby's gonna have damage. It's born into a fucking toilet, dude.
And that person's been just fucking not even knowing that baby exists, and just probably drinking and doing all sorts of whatever. Yeah. That baby's gonna come out fucked. And just
yeah, those probably aren't living babies very often, huh?
I guess. I mean, I feel like the ones you hear about are
I wonder if there is a 21-year-old toilet baby that has a story. Like if you're born in a toilet, how are you not making a lot of money off of that story?
What? How would you capitalize off?
What do you mean? You'd be like, so what are you about? Oh, I don't know. I was born in a toilet.
Yeah, but how do you get money off?
You tell the story.
You write a book.
Yeah, you write about how fucking crazy your life is because you were born in a fucking toilet. You know what I mean?
I feel like
it's not just the event; it's all the things that are surrounding that event.
Sure, but I feel like the shining moment in that person's life would literally only be landing in a fucking toilet upon their birth. You know what I mean?
Well, and then also the fucking book deal that ensues.
Fuck,
you know what I mean?
Shit.
Just be the fucking toilet baby, dude.
I'm the toilet. I am the toilet baby.
You remember hearing about the toilet baby? I'm that.
Yeah.
I'm the baby who was in the toilet.
There is the toilet baby wandering around the world somewhere.
Yeah.
I want to meet him.
It's like like that the children's book Captain Underpants.
Yeah.
It's like the dark version that's just called Toilet Baby.
Just like this animated like
That's
fucking kids
that's
story.
that's the rough like Arabic translation of.
Maybe Captain Underpants is fucking toilet baby. He kind of just like seems like he would be.
Do you think a lot of pedophiles read Captain Underpants?
Maybe I guess. I don't know.
It just
I
had
don't
like
know.
it just had like a little baby on the front in a diaper. That's.
Well, it was a full-grown man in a diaper.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He wasn't an infant.
It was Captain Underpants.
Wait,
They were diapers. They were underpants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it was just like this full-grown dude who would fucking pop his fucking top and pants off sometimes and run around doing funny things.
Isn't that incredibly creepy?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
Because those are kids' books. Those are for kids.
Yeah.
And on the front is a man in underwear.
I used to get like whenever I fucking saw the Scholastic fucking shit coming up, when I was younger, I would just fucking go and talk to my parents and then get as much money as I could possibly muster out of them for that shit. Show up and fucking just buy out all the fucking Captain Underpants.
Oh, you were actually a big fan of it.
Loved that shit.
Are you lying or are you telling the truth?
No, I'm telling the truth.
You actually loved Captain Underpants?
Loved that shit.
I always thought everyone who read that must have been retarded. And now
Yes. Correct.
Definitely one check mark in the for sure.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. It didn't help
So you know all about
development.
Captain Underpants. So I was like, really, I know nothing. You're really correcting me right now because you really know.
Yeah. Me and Captain Underpants go way back, dude.
So it was a fully adult man.
I think you're kind of making me question it. I should probably look it up just to make sure I'm not
that doesn't seem like that'd be
mixing
kosher.
facts about Captain Underpants.
That doesn't seem like it'd be
you know?
kosher. Well, you're also looking things up. Hey, producer Pete, pull this up.
All right.
Pull up. See if there's a fully grown toilet baby out there in the world.
Okay, I can check that out.
Because I would love to reach out to anybody. And hey, by the way, if you're listening to this podcast, you're not. But if you are, and you were born into a toilet and you survived the impact of that birth,
please reach out.
Please, for God's sake, reach out because we would love to have you on.
Oh, dude.
We'll fashion a chair to look like a toilet that you can sit in while we do the podcast with us. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Like, oh, we have a very special seat for you. There's like fucking we have like afterbirth on it.
I'll keep Carly's afterbirth specifically for this.
It's like you recognize that smell?
Yeah. I just be like, holy shit. This fucking so when I was looking up this whole Captain Underpants thing.
Yes.
This fucking cover of this book is like. Here, I'll just let you take a look and see what you think about it.
He looks like a baby, right?
Well, he's a grown man that kind of just like I guess looks like a baby because he's got a bald head.
But he is a full grown man.
He's a full grown man because there's kids.
But he doesn't have a penis.
Well, that's not for you to determine. He looks like he's a fat man.
Yeah.
Fat people can't see their dicks, so they don't show up in their underpants. Most of their belly is like in their underpants, I think.
Yeah, the fupa.
Yeah. But like, look at those kids' expressions just hanging onto the thing.
Yeah, they're staring at his ass and they have their mouths wide open.
Yeah, like with fucking fear. It's just they have a scared.
Hey,
look
way ahead of its time though. Look at that interracial friendship.
Yeah.
Way ahead of its time.
Yeah, that's why I'm so accepting of people. I think
it's like open pedophilia. Way ahead of its time.
Yeah, I was okay with the whole fucking grown man in his underpants hanging out with children or whatever. But
wait, so you actually read these?
Yeah,
God,
totes,
dude. Captain Underpants and the sensational saga of Sir Stinks-a-Lot.
Yeah, a lot of S's.
And you read this?
Probably.
This was the 12th one. He fucking 12
Dude,
of these.
like I said, I would go in there and I would fucking buy as many Captain Underpants as I possibly could, you know?
Oh, look, and those are the boys from the first book. Now they're like grown up. They're in like suits.
Yeah, he's been grooming them.
He did groom them.
Yeah, he didn't have sex with them in the first one.
So he must be an adult man because those guys grew up and he looks the same, which means he's just an adult.
Now, I think there's he doesn't start in underpants usually. I think he starts out like in like business attire or some shit, and then at some point it's like his alter like ego, like a Superman kind of a thing. His alter ego, like his Superman personality, is Captain Underpants.
Okay, hold on.
And
I need to look.
Instead of putting a costume on, he just takes his clothes off. and puts a cape on, I guess. The cape is part of the costume, I guess.
Yeah. Is Dave Pilkey a pedophile?
Oh, okay. This'll help us get to the bottom of things.
I mean, how do you write this book and you're not a pedophile?
I don't know. I feel like most people who write children's books are just pedophiles.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but this is an exceptionally weird one. But maybe because this one is so weird, he's like not a pet. You know what I mean?
Think about just
like he want to be sneaky. He want to be like, okay, I have a great idea for this book. It's a full man in underwear who hangs out with kids.
Yeah.
You know,
dude,
it's kind of fucked up.
I just think about like the mind state of like anybody who writes children's books. Like there's something like you gotta have something like slightly wrong with you.
Yeah, why do you want to write books for kids, dude?
Yeah, well,
it's a weird inclination.
As like an aspiration for like a writer. Like if you go through college, you know, like to be like an English major.
Yeah.
And you know you're just like trying to figure out what's going on in your life.
I feel like it's just easy, maybe.
And
it's like a grift.
And then you're just like, well, you know, maybe I'll try comedy for a few years or something, and do like some radio gigs or whatever. And then you're just like, oh shit, I you know, it's been a decade now, but I still got this English degree. Maybe I'll just start writing kids books.
Right.
Know? Does that sound like something that you would be interested?
Yeah,
in?
well, I would do it if it's like it seems easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's probably a lot harder to write like an adult novel and like have that be successful.
Well,
than to just like draw a guy in underwear and be like, this is funny, right? Sir
Yeah.
stinks a lot, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I don't know if you noticed the you know the parallels in that story I just told.
Wait, sorry,
but,
say it again. I was reading. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I was still distracted.
I was just talking about, you know, hypothetical man with a English degree that
okay,
you know,
I see what you're doing.
likes comedy. And
okay, I see what you're doing now.
you could write a funny kids book or something.
So you think I should start writing kids books?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. Are you a good illustrator?
I maybe I could be.
I mean, should we start writing kids books?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like a really good grift.
It really does, doesn't it?
But kids don't really read anymore, right?
They don't have to. That's the thing.
Wait.
As long as you just make, you know, funny pictures and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's just like a man's ass, like a fully grown man's ass.
Dude in underwear. Yeah.
We used to do a series
Like
of books called Dude in Underwear.
Dick and balls, man, you know? It's like,
Fully adult penis man.
it's a funny thing that kids would laugh at, you know?
Yeah.
What was funnier for you as a kid than
seeing a fully grown penis.
Yeah. Dude, that shit was fucking hilarious.
That usually
Every time.
That usually was preceded by tears.
That and like fucking farts and shit.
No wonder you fucking.
It could
No
just
wonder
be
you talk about
It could just
shit
be
all
a-
the
it could
time.
just be a
No wonder you're always talking about shit. 'Cause
a
we're
big
fucking,
dick that's fucking farting and shit all
When
the time.
I was that age, I was like
That'd
reading.
be hilarious.
When I was that age, I was reading like Stephen King already
Yeah, well, good for you, Josh. All right.
because I wasn't retarded.
Yeah, some of us fucking you know,
But speaking of Stephen King, he always talks about little boys' penises in his books.
yeah.
Yeah, there's several
Does
times.
he actually?
Well, he doesn't like talk. He's not like describing it, but like, he, like,
Like
well,
this
actually,
one
he does. He
this
does
one was
describe
like
it.
little inch,
Dude,
like an inch.
no, there was-
no haired, you know, small man penis.
No, there was definitely a line. One of the books, maybe it was a short story. I can't remember which, but
Yeah.
it was written from the perspective of a child, and like just like described looking down at his like little boy penis like curled up or whatever.
Weird.
Yeah.
I saw an interview with Stephen King recently.
He sucks now, by the way. He's like this like he's like a fucking Twitter lib.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's really annoying.
Whatever.
But he used to be the man. He used to be a fucking alcoholic, coke addict, writing these like good ass books. Now he's just on Twitter like railing on Trump all day. It's like
everybody.
he's one of the most creative people who's ever lived, and that's like what he uses with his brain for now. Isn't that fucking upsetting?
Everybody above the age of like 50 that has found fucking Jesus Christ. Has found on your shirt. You just spilled a fuck ton of whiskey.
Dude, you scared me. I thought I was like bleeding or something.
No.
I
All I'm saying is any of these fucking old fuckers who have finally discovered social media, all they do is that now. That's just their life.
but how lame is that?
Yeah, it sucks that we have an entire fucking like
Yeah, it's not good.
fraction of our population that is just addicted to just writing nonsense online.
But especially these very creative people that are like icons, and now
Yeah.
this is like what they do now. It's really fucking lame.
But I saw a interview with Stephen King, where he says like he's talking about his writing process and how he pumps out so many books all the time.
Yes.
And he is like, I'd specifically try to write at least 6 pages every single day, like no matter what. Like that's what I need to do that to end my day, basically.
Yeah.
And so that just makes me wonder, like what was going on that day that he was writing about that, you know, penis.
The little boy penis.
There was a 6-page period that lasted one day.
Yeah.
Where he fucking like sat there and wrote in on paper.
Yes.
Just in detail about a little kid penis.
Yeah.
What do you think he was doing that day?
I mean, I don't know, man. It's a good question.
Yeah.
At least back then he was like I
What
don't
book was that in?
I don't remember. I don't know how you're gonna look that up. I mean, I don't really want to look
No,
that up.
I'm not going to. I just figured you would have known off the top.
I don't remember anymore. I read a lot of Stephen King stuff, and I hardly remember any of it. That's the thing. That's the thing about when you just like damage your brain every day of your life.
Yeah.
You remember like weird things, but you don't remember things that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, not all of us could go and educate ourselves at a fucking science museum and learn all these cool fucking concoctions and whatnot.
Yeah. Some Yeah.
Get a fucking life. Yeah, so...
break time.
All right, we'll take a break. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Four Roses Small Batch Bourbon. I don't know about you guys, and I'm going to go off script here. Are you okay with me going off script here?
I'm the one who goes off script.
You usually do, but I'm asking you if can I do the thing that you usually do? Can I go off script for this ad?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I was relentlessly beaten by my dad every day growing up. And the thing is, I was hardly ever doing anything wrong. I think he just liked the way it felt. And so when you go through things like that, what you have to do is you got to drink those memories away. And when I was a younger man, what I would do is I would drink like Phillips vodka, like Skoal, I'd drink cheap vodka. And I realized that reminded me of my dad. So I had to drink something better that didn't remind me of his fists. So I went to Four Roses Small Batch. Four Roses Small Batch. Drink your dad away.
When you asked me if you could go off script,
Don't you think that wasn't a good ad?
No, it was great.
Oh, thanks.
You made it very personal, I think.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes, you want to.
It just feels raw. It just feels. It just felt like a raw.
You want a spokesperson who has a very personal relationship to the
Yeah.
Yep. Nothing's more personal than your dad.
I use
throwing hands at you.
Yeah. Second advertisement of the podcast is brought to you by Ziploc brand dog food. It's they have all those other types of dog foods. I'm sure you guys know the ones. I don't know, like maybe Iams. Does Iams
Purina?
Purina has
Yep,
dog
Iams.
food.
That's a great one.
That's a dog brand, I think.
Dog brand.
They also have cat food, I think, too. But one that you maybe glanced by and not taken note of is Ziploc brand dog food. Mm-hmm. Mainly because it's just a Ziploc bag full of dog food, and you might not think that it's them branding their own dog food or whatever.
Yes,
but they actually make their own dog food.
Yes. Have you
guys heard of this? Have you seen this?
Have you heard of it?
Yeah. It's good. It's good dog food though.
Yeah, is that their slogan? It's good dog food though. Ziploc brand dog food. It's good dog food though. Okay, guys, now time for the second half of the podcast. It's the Going Hard Podcast. Producer Pete, Ellen, and John. Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Hey, Alan, how was your break, big dog?
It was all right.
Have a good one?
Yeah.
Was it eventful?
It was. I found out that Ziploc made dog food.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I also learned that just now.
Yeah.
I also learned that Four Roses Small Batch is a great way to drink your dad away.
Yeah, we learned many things on the break.
The break's good, man.
Yep.
Everyone needs a little break sometimes, This world's a cruel place. So if you don't ever take a break, you're never gonna be able to ever internalize your surroundings,
Mm-hmm.
Because things just happen too gosh darn fast,
They do. Time flies by.
It does.
I felt like a week ago I was like 25 years old. I'm like 31 now.
You feel like these last 6 years have flown by, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Time flies.
Time does start to go faster, and then you just die.
Yeah. I'm kind of just hoping that happens soon.
I think I'm gonna die soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die pretty soon.
You're thinking about it.
Yeah, like the last 2 weeks, I've almost gotten into like two pretty like horrific car accidents.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were like considering dying.
Oh, like considering dying myself?
Yeah.
I mean, that's always on the table.
Oh Jesus.
That's always. That's always on the table. But no, here's the thing. Here's the thing you gotta know about me and suicide.
Yeah.
Is that it's on the table, but
Okay.
but
You just gotta know that it's on the table.
but what I would do before I did that is
Yeah.
I would like go out in a blaze of glory. You know what I mean?
So people would know that your death is about to happen.
Yeah, like I would like move to Vegas and just like empty out all my funds and just like live in a cheap hotel and like just try to like be like a gambler.
How long do you think you would last currently with your funds?
My
in
current
Vegas?
funds, if I went to Vegas, boy. If let's say I'm playing like
I feel like you usually have like at least a couple grand in your account. At all
oh
times.
yeah, I'm pretty responsible.
Yeah.
I'm not actually responsible
I
with
feel like
money.
you always have a little bit of money sitting.
Yeah,
there.
I don't live like real dangerously.
Yeah.
Like I was able to afford to like put a new engine in my old car.
Yeah.
You know,
You got
which
you
sucks.
got safety funds.
I have enough money, so let's just say I go to Vegas and all I do all day long is just play 2-5 no limit hold'em, right?
Yeah.
So $2 small blind, $5 big blind.
Mm-hmm.
I think generally like there's a cap on the buy-in of those games. So the cap on those buy-ins is like $1,000 usually, probably.
Yep.
Some of it's no cap, whatever. But let's just say I sit down with $1,000. Like that's my buy-in. I have like 6.5 buy-ins right now.
Oh. Okay.
You know.
So that's not bad.
But no, that means like literally just 6 bad sessions in a row, which is like that could happen at any time.
Yeah, but
Like that could last literally 6 days. You know.
dude, okay, but then the second that those funds went away, then you would just kill yourself.
Yeah, that is kill myself.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I save like $1,000,
So
and then I go put that on black, and then if it
Okay.
comes up red, I kill myself.
okay.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that if you were about to kill yourself, you would just go to Vegas,
Yes.
and there's a chance that you would be dead within 6 days.
Yeah, if not
Roughly.
sooner. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a quick. It's a quick hourglass.
or
know?
you could just get fucking really rich.
Yes.
Would you stop at some point? What would be the number that you would stop at?
Like just like stop gambling.
Well, yeah.
Well, I'd gamble forever.
You would just gamble until you ran out, and then you would kill yourself.
Right.
So there would never be a point where you would just stop and just be like, I actually made enough money where now I can just live.
Oh, well, just think about this. I'm going to start in the worst hotel possible, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to my lifestyle is going to constantly adjust based on how many buy-ins I have at the time.
Of course,
you know?
yeah.
Like at some point, hopefully, what would happen is I'd just be up in a penthouse, just fucking doing cocaine off a chick's asshole. You know, like that would be like the dream. You know, but then there would be those bad times, so I'd go back down. You know.
Yep.
But ideally, what I'd be doing is just living in a penthouse in Vegas, doing a lot of cocaine
Yeah.
until the wheels come off,
Yeah.
and then I'd probably just jump off that penthouse. You know.
That might just make you realize that life is pretty cool, though. You know.
Yeah, not likely, but God damn, it'd be fun while it lasts.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I
dude.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, why kill yourself if you could take a big gamble?
I think there's a joke about that actually. Like some dude goes to Mexico and fucking just bangs hookers and does cocaine because he's like, I'm about to die, I might as well go do this, and then
Yeah.
he fucking and then he does that and he wants to live still.
Yeah.
I don't know what the punchline is.
I can't imagine what the punchline of that
There's
would
a
be.
punchline,
It doesn't sound
but
like a
it's
joke.
funny.
That sounds like a guy that sounds like kind of what
a real life situation.
it sounds like what I want to do.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. Yeah, I don't know.
That's just a smart guy.
Yeah, I don't know what the punchline
That's
is.
just a gentleman, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Proper gentleman drinking a nice proper 4 Roses small batch.
Of course. Yeah, brought to you by Going Hard Podcast. Anyways, should we make some music? Or
Oh,
what?
did you make a song?
Yeah, I did that
Oh,
for
let's
the podcast.
yeah, let's do it for the. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to the podcast once more. You really are good people.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. You really are good people.
I mean,
all right?
you would just have to be, you know.
Yep.
You would just have to be a good person. All right, guys. Much love, no hate.
Yep.
Hope you enjoy the song. Talk to you next week.
Peace out, Holmes.
just a man. I don't have any plans for my life. Maybe I'll go to Vegas. Maybe I'll meet a wife. I'm just flesh and blood. I need to fucking fuck. I can't be held down. I can't be held down. I have no dreams. I barely even sleep these days. I just wanna bust nuts deep inside a woman. I don't care what happens anymore. I don't care if you walk out the door. I don't care that you sent me mean texts. I guess we shouldn't have ever had sex. I'm flesh and blood. I need to fuck. I'm flesh and blood. I just